Something is definitely
Wait, what?
videos that showing screenshots.
Nah, that is terrible.
Screenshots were leaked.
What?
Ghost denied the allegation.
Hello, welcome, brave ones. This is a new video that I found called Innocent Lives Ruined by Influencers. We don't like that. Maybe false accusations ruining people's lives or just slander, you know, because if you are a big influencer, the amount of, you know, I don't want to repeat myself, but influence you have on your fans can distort the truth and reality on the internet. So yeah, I guess we'll just check it out and see what happened and what we can learn from it.
Allegedly, Sniperwolf has just doxed Jack's films.
The momfluencer Katie Sorensen learning her sentence for falsely claiming a couple tried to kidnap her kids.
Uh-oh. Dead. Oh man.
Fame can bring
That's
out
the
the
worst.
worst in people. Some influencers will do whatever it takes to stay relevant, even if it means ruining the lives of innocent people. I'm Visual Venture, and I hope you guys have an amazing day ahead.
But yeah, anyway, before I start, I forgot to say, check out Visual Venture, the creator of this video. I'd like to give credit where it's due. And yeah, let's continue.
The kidnapping hoax. From Sonoma, California, Katie Sorensen was just your average mother of 3. On the side, she was a self-proclaimed mommy influencer, documenting her kids' lives on her Instagram, Motherhood Essentials. But her content took an extreme turn when Katie shared a terrifying story with her followers. On December 7th, 2020, Katie was shopping inside a local Michael's in California when she felt uneasy. She was with her 1-year-old daughter and her 4-year-old son, but as she was shopping around, she couldn't help but notice that there was a couple that seemed to be lingering around them, acting suspicious.
They walked kind of close behind me. I definitely felt the heebie-jeebies. I didn't feel good, but I thought I was judging a book by its cover.
Also saying they, quote, weren't clean-cut individuals and made comments about her kid's appearance.
They're saying blonde hair, blue eyes.
Katie's fear only got worse when she overheard the couple talking on the phone, describing what her kids looked like. She even made disturbing comments like this.
The gentleman said to whomever he was talking to on the phone or whatever, the boy will be easier because he's not wearing a mask, so the mom must not really care about him that much.
Paranoid, Katie quickly finished up.
I don't get it. It would be easier because what? The boy would be easier?
Mask, so the mom must not really care about him that much.
Paranoid, Katie quickly finished up her shopping trip and headed out.
I mean, it's like, I can understand the heebie-jeebies feeling, but it's still not enough for me to be like trying to dispose of my kid or kidnap him. I'd still be really on the fence before I do anything drastic. But it's definitely weird if that is true. I can agree to that.
Of the store to her car, but Katie's attempt of escaping this couple wouldn't work, and she wasn't prepared for what would happen next.
In that hair of a second, they had taken 2 steps forward towards the stroller, then 2 steps back, then 2 steps forward, then 2 steps back. It made no sense. It was obvious what they were doing. In that last time, he reaches for the stroller, and by the absolute grace of God, someone is parked just a few spots away, just close enough to see what's going on. After
this kidnapping attempt on her kids, Katie immediately went to the Petaluma Police Department to report.
Where did this happen? Outside? I forgot already. Okay. I have to rewatch again. I'm sorry.
Kidnapping attempt on her kids, Katie immediately went to the Petaluma Police Department to report the incident. Then a week later, she decided to talk about the incident in a story time on her Instagram page. Katie released 2 separate videos, parts 1 and 2. In these videos, she talked about what exactly had happened that day in Michael's. She also warned mothers to be more mindful of their surroundings to protect their kids. Katie's videos went viral. The videos accumulated accumulated over 4 million views, and in just a few days, she gained over 70,000 new followers. Everyone on social media was in support of her, proud of her for sharing her story. But what the people didn't know was that Katie's story was far from the truth. After Katie reported the incident to the police, they launched an investigation. One of their first steps was taking a look at the CCTV footage from both inside the Michaels and parking lot where Katie's story took place. After reviewing the footage, police were surprised to find no evidence that would match Katie's report. A week later, on December 14th, 2020, the Petaluma Police Department released a statement. They watched Katie's videos, and she included information in those videos that she did not report to the police. Something is definitely those videos that she did not report.
California mother of 3 denies faking story that her kids were targets of attempted kidnap for viral Instagram videos, as cops say report had inconsistencies. Ooh, that looks bad. You don't tell the cops your stories, but in Instagram you make up shit. Ooh, that is already a big minus point. Not good.
To the police. Something is definitely up. The Petaluma Police Department also posted a CCTV photo of the suspected couple, saying that they are persons of interest but remain innocent until there's enough evidence to support Katie's story. Soon after the statement was released, Katie privated her Instagram account, which was weird. But Katie was doing interviews with news outlets and being praised for her bravery, while the couple that she accused were living a nightmare. Not only were they subject to police questioning, but they were also labeled as criminals, even though they did nothing wrong.
So what went through your mind when you realized the severity of this?
At first, we laughed. Then we started to see and get kind of upset and angry.
Being labeled a child abductor, it's upsetting, it's heartbreaking, it's life-changing.
The investigation finally came to a close once Petaluma police realized that Katie's story was nothing more than a bold-faced lie. The CCTV video showed that the couple maintained a safe distance away from her and her kids and made no attempt at kidnapping them. Instead of walking away with the clout that she wanted, Katie would walk away with a—
Wait, what? Sentenced to jail. Damn. Probably not for long, but I mean, the hate should now go to Katie. I'm sorry, but you can't just come up with these bold-faced lies, ruining people's lives, by the way, and then just walk off scot-free. At least I would have accepted payment for damages, because I don't know, maybe their employers would have, you know, negative impressions now because of you, Katie. But anyway.
Jail sentence.
The momfluencer Katie Sorensen learning her sentence for falsely claiming a couple tried to kidnap her kids.
She was convicted of one count of making a false police report and was immediately taken into custody. In June of 2023, Katie finally received her official sentencing. She was sentenced to 90 days in jail along with 12 months of informal probation. This meant absolutely zero social media usage and search and seizure of all her electronic devices. So what makes me especially upset about this situation is the fact that Katie was really playing it off. Like, she legit looked like a person who was a victim of this tragedy. I mean, if I saw that on Instagram, I would definitely believe her without even thinking twice. But thankfully,
she just did a terrible thing for genuine victims of these events. Now people will have, you know, second looks, maybe even third looks, even with evidence now, even though they're genuine. But yeah, all thanks to you, Katie, making the world a better place.
Katie suffered the consequences of her actions,
with your
but
holes,
that can't be said for our next influencer.
I'm sorry if I don't
With over
mean
150,000 followers on Twitch, Jayden is a streamer that's become well known throughout the League of Legends gaming community. She first started streaming in 2014 and since then gained a ton of fans. Despite her following, she's not actually as popular as some might actually think, because throughout her career, Jayden's made a big mistake that ruined her reputation. She had a secret. Jayden wasn't always her username. She started streaming with the username Your Princess Lol. It was under this username that she released a twit-longer statement that shocked the entire gaming community. On July 2nd, 2020, Jayden posted a tweet titled My Experience with CLG Tuesday. She linked it to a 700-word twit-longer. For context, twit-longer allows users to post longer messages than Twitter's character limits. She was talking about Jean-Sebastian Theory, aka Tuesday, who was a League of Legends player on the team CLG. In Jayden's statement, she wrote about how Tuesday allegedly tried to flirt with her without consent. This supposedly happened after a League of Legends champion game where she, Tuesday, and other CLG players went back to Tuesday's hotel room to hang out. According to Jayden, after everyone else left, Tuesday attempted to make a move on her, even though he had a girlfriend at the time, but Jayden did not reciprocate. This is how Jayden told the story. She wrote about how when she was wiping off her makeup in the bathroom, he put his arms around her. Minutes later, he pulled her onto his lap. She explained how uncomfortable Tuesday's actions made her, especially since she saw him as a trusted friend and he even had a girlfriend too. She mentioned she confronted him multiple times, expressing how wrong she thought the situation was. Jayden ended her—
Okay, wait. Just a little side note. Imagine I have 5 kids and then I just call them your Monday, your Tuesday, and so on. And whenever we go to another country, let's say Germany, we say your Montag, your Dienstag, your Mittwoch, Donnerstag, and Freitag. That would be kind of cool and a shape-shifting name depending on where you live. That's kind of cool, but really confusing. Because, you know, John could be like, you know, it changes too depending on where you're born and the accents. Like John could be Yun or Juan. You know, it is cool now that I think about it. But yeah, little sidetrack. Who calls their kids Tuesday? That's just my point.
Her statement with a message for others, telling them it's okay to speak up against those who make you feel uncomfortable. The response to Jayden's statement was mixed. Some supported her, while others believed it was just a misunderstanding and wanted to hear what Tuesday had to say.
It's hard to say, for me. It's hard to support or denounce anything when there's little evidence. And when, for example, their story doesn't add up, but they're actually genuine. It's so hard when you don't even show evidence. But okay, here it shows Discord logs, so maybe we'll be a little clearer and enlightened.
Screenshots of her DMs with Tuesday as evidence, but Tuesday fought back. A week later, he tweeted a Google Doc link filled with context, screenshots, and testimonies from others involved. Tuesday started off by showing proof that he and Jayden had flirted with consent for years, showing receipts of their DMs. He also told his side of the story of what happened that night. According to Tuesday, Jayden's friend encouraged him to flirt with her, saying she had feelings for him. Tuesday wrote that Jayden was the one that asked to go with him that night. He also denied Jayden's claims that they were alone in the room together, stating that there were 2 others. One of these people even provided a statement to support Tuesday's words. Tuesday ended the document by apologizing to both his supporters and his girlfriend for the drama. After Tuesday's statement was released, almost everyone switched sides. Since this was during the height of the Me Too movement, many people criticized Jayden for putting out a false statement with a twisted narrative. Despite the backlash, Jayden's career didn't suffer. She was even asked to be the captain for a Twitch Rivals team, which is a famous streamer competition. On January 11th, 2021, when the Twitch Rivals Rivals roster was released, the public was furious.
We know already how Twitch operates. They created, what was it? Bathtub category. They don't really when female women show off almost softcore corn, and they do nothing about it. Give them maybe a one-day ban. Twitch.
That Jayden's name was on the list. Tuesday opened up about how hurt he felt, yet Jayden never apologized for what she did. Because of Jayden's false allegations, he almost lost his girlfriend and his supporters, but Jayden didn't seem to care. Being a team captain, Jayden needed to invite others to join her.
To be fair, from her perspective, this is the best thing to do. Just don't talk about this. Just plane it out of existence, rewrite history so that it will never be mentioned again. There's nothing else you can really do that's beneficial other than ignoring it.
Her team, but no one wanted to be tied to her, considering what she's done to an innocent man.
I officially declined with her. Please don't go on hating on whatever. Like, I don't want to associate myself with that, you know?
She then dropped out of the Twitch Rivals tournament after the backlash. Even with this major controversy, Jayden continues to stream today. This next influencer ruined an innocent old man's life, and to me, this one's personally heartbreaking.
Oh, I think I know.
The biggest mistake.
What is up, Drummer Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's go right into the news.
Keemstar, or better known by his handle Drama Alert, is one of the most famous news reporters on the internet. With over 5 million subscribers on YouTube, Keemstar is arguably one of the first people to kickstart the drama commentary channels on the platform. For years, thousands of people have turned to his page for his latest on pop culture and social media news. But with great popularity comes great responsibility, and Keemstar made a huge mistake. On January 8th, 2016, a video went up on his Drama Alert channel called RuneScape Offender Returns. In his video, Keemstar talks about a news article from 2011 which talks about a Massachusetts man who inappropriately met up with a younger player from RuneScape. The man in the article was named John Phillips and was in jail. But Keemstar believed that the man was released from prison, changed his name to Tony, and was actively streaming on Twitch.
John was arrested for this, and he recently got out of jail, and the first thing he did was stream RuneScape.
This guy, Keemstar, is not the best
The streamer
researcher.
that he showed in the video was 62-year-old Tony Ray Winchester, or known online by his username RSGlorianGold. Tony just started streaming on Twitch on December 8th, 2015, but Keemstar put that to a halt. At the time of this upload, the Drama Alert channel had over 800,000 subscribers, and after this video went live, many Drama Alert fans flooded Tony's Twitch channel with negative comments and false allegations. You see, John and Tony were not the same people, but Keemstar kept pushing that narrative. Tony was in no way connected to the perpetrator aside from having a few similar facial features, but they were not the same people. The actual offender was still in jail.
The guy who actually did commit that crime with the whole RuneScape teen thing, he's still in jail. He's still in jail. He's in there for life, actually, so he's never getting out.
Some people even launched DDoS attacks on Tony and exposed his personal information. The next day, during a stream, Tony's chat was bombarded with harassment. Even though he was innocent, Tony couldn't help but break down. He made a teary statement to his stream, once again reminding everyone that he's done nothing wrong and he wasn't going to let false allegations stop him from doing what he loved, streaming.
Now, everybody in the world knows my real name's Tony Ray Winchester. I'm 62. I've retired because I'm not going to let somebody run me off. Now that the whole thing's cleared up, and you guys know I'm a good guy, I'd like to go take a break.
Tony's speech was clipped countless times and touched the hearts of many in the community. More and more people also started pointing out that the actual criminal was already in jail. This pushed Keemstar to retract his statement and issue an apology. Keemstar uploaded a video onto the Drama Alert channel. The title was "We Got It Wrong, I'm Sorry, and We'll Do Better."
I'm so proud of how successful my show has been becoming. But now as I sit here in front of you, I don't feel proud at all. I feel ashamed. I feel like a dirtbag.
In the video, Keemstar addresses the controversy. He says that he's removed the original video and expressed how ashamed he felt about putting out the wrong information. He also informed the subscribers that the person on his team that pushed this story has been fired and that he will be taking care of any damages that he caused to Tony.
This guy didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong. And because of me, he was harassed for about 2 hours.
With the truth out there, it seemed like the saga was finally at its end, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. On May 20th, 2020, a Twitter user by the name of Return of Wild posted a thread accusing Tony of the exact same crime. This Twitter user was one of Tony's chat moderators, Rebecca Hartz. The thread was immediately dismissed by most of the public. People were quick to point out the obvious Photoshop flaws in the screenshots, like the partner badge not being added in or the capitalization being wrong. The original poster, Return of the Wild, was also called out by many people as being an untrusted source, since he had a problematic past in the RuneScape community. But Keemstar did it again. He retweeted the post, tagging Tony and telling him to come clean and to stop blaming him for the hate that he's gotten. Tony once again had to defend himself. He made a video where he showed proof that Return of the Wild lied.
I think it's pretty cool to spend time with you. As long as you don't mind my age, 25. I don't mind your age. See, so right there, the girl says, as long as you don't mind my age, 25, I don't mind your age.
In 2022, Tony passed away after losing his battle with cancer, but he had a community filled with loving supporters until the very end. Even after Tony was proven innocent, Keemstar still couldn't let it go. And you guys are probably familiar with our next influencer.
Keemstar.
My family is in danger.
Man.
Hello friends, it's me.
Some know her from her compilation reactions, others know her from her Call of Duty videos, but you've probably heard about her through the insane amount of drama she's been in these past few years. SSSniperwolf, her real name Aaliyah Marie Shalesh, got her first start on YouTube back in 2013, but many people know her by her nickname Leah. With over 34 million subscribers, Leah's become one of the most recognizable faces on the internet. However, her journey to this point has been rocky. She's been in a ton of controversy, but undoubtedly her biggest scandal yet was her massive feud with fellow YouTuber Jax Films. Jack Films, like SSSniperwolf, has been part of YouTube for as long as anyone can remember. He has almost 5 million subscribers and has uploaded videos for almost 20 years. His content is mostly comedic short films and parodies, but he's also made multiple videos condemning reaction channels for their lack of creativity. One of the channels that he's been most vocal about is Leah's SSSniperwolf channel. Jack has openly criticized Leah for her content style, claiming that her reactions are low effort with ideas that are recycled from other creators. But it wasn't until October 26th, 2022 that things really started to escalate. On that day, Jack posted a video on his main channel where he made an announcement that nobody would have expected.
I've created a brand new YouTube channel called Jax Films. And so far, I've only uploaded one video titled TikToks That Gave Me a Tummy Ache.
Your mom.
Oh, it says your mama. That's not very nice.
The channel and its first video was essentially a parody of Leah's account, even down to the daily uploads.
Oh yeah, because her account was named SSSniperwolf. Has nothing to do with any German secret military thing. And that's why he called himself JJJ. And now, yeah, I think it actually has a different purpose now. But yeah, that feud was pretty funny because, man, I remember she recycles same jokes, same clips from her own reactions. It was fantastical.
Jack continued to upload multiple reactions to Leah's videos. This led to the two of them beefing on Twitter. Although Jack and Leah had multiple Twitter standoffs, this one was different. On June 22nd, 2023, YouTube posted a tweet with a quote from SSSniperwolf, where she says she gets her video ideas from fans. Jack had a lot to say about this, since he believed that Leah wasn't a content creator, but a content thief. And Jack made a video on July 26th, 2023 talking about it.
Seeing YouTube and VidCon boost this kind of activity is so disheartening. It sends a terrible message to creators, and that is, don't create, steal. Why make content when you can curate it?
Jack discusses his Twitter exchange with Leah and criticizes YouTube for promoting low effort content. He also highlights how Leah does not credit the creators of the content that she reacts to or who she takes her ideas from, and the comments proved his point. The pinned comment on his video was from a creator who claimed Leah stole their content. So I completely understand that content is recycled on YouTube sometimes. For me, I take title and thumbnail inspiration from other YouTubers, but the research is from a ton of different places, right? It is basically an entirely new video, taking only inspiration on the title and thumbnail. So if you guys think that it looked similar to somebody, you're probably right. Jack kept uploading on his JJ Jack's Films channel, being more critical of Leah's videos. He created a game with his viewers called SSSniperwolf Bingo, using a custom bingo card that included actions that he believed Leah did. Using a custom bingo card.
Yeah, here, for example, editing mistake that happens every time. Fake laugh, ha 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 ha, and weird flags. She always does the oh hell no man, oh hell no man, oh no. I mean, I guess I'm reacting to and I might, you know, you could play a drinking game probably on my own commentary, because I'm still new at this and I'm improving. But yeah, I think I have like some type of patterns. Maybe I say too many times, or say like. I say a lot of you know. I do that. I do call people bro. I say bro. But I do try to, you know, synthesize what I see and actually come up with input. Not just random, react clips. Because that's what she does. She just makes reactions and then she actually uses that on several clips. So that she doesn't, it's super low effort.
That included actions that he believed Leah did often in her reaction videos.
SSSniperwolf will read the caption verbatim.
I opened my beats the wrong way.
Yeah. Please go to your bingo cards and please select reading caption word for word. It's like clockwork.
On August 16th, 2023, Jack made another video about SSSniperwolf titled SSSniperwolf is Getting Worse, Here's Proof. In it, he highlights 3 instances where Leah allegedly stole content without adding anything new. In one example, he shows Leah including a TikTok video in her compilation without reacting to it at all.
We're all trying to predict what SSSniperwolf will say, how she'll react, etc. Here's my real-time reaction to what happens next.
About 2 months after this video was posted, SSSniperwolf did something that she couldn't take back.
Allegedly, SSSniperwolf has just doxed Jack's films.
On October 13th, 2023, SSSniperwolf posted a poll on her Instagram story asking her followers if she should go to Jack's house. But that wasn't the problematic part. Her next story was. Her followers were shocked when they saw a video of Jack's house address with the caption, "Let's talk like adults." Leah even tagged Jack in the story. After fans accused her of doxing, the story was removed, but Leah defended herself, posting that she didn't dox anyone.
I have no idea how to dox. You literally just did. He literally posted his address on Google and said I threatened him, doxed him. I highly doubt he would do that. Because then he would have to move. Because he has a big fan base, and there always is some type of fan who's a bit on the weirder side and comes to stalk or create trouble. And that is literally not an excuse. Literally.
And that Jack had posted his address online himself. Meanwhile, Jack and his wife lived in fear, knowing that their house was shown to millions of people. Jack was extremely vocal about the situation, calling Leah a stalker and pushing for YouTube to take action. The next day, Jack posted this video called SSSniperwolf came to our home last night. It's time for YouTube to step in. He pushed for Leah to be banned from YouTube, and plenty of people supported him.
In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. Sniperwolf needs to be deplatformed.
6 days later, on October 20th, 2024, YouTube announced that Leah's channel received a temporary demonetization. Less than an hour later, Leah made a public apology to Jack on her Twitter. But everyone thought it was later. Leah.
Let me start by saying I'm sorry when we were in action. Sorry. Sorry for reacting the way I did. That sounds just like a PR move. She doesn't really mean it. From my perspective, because this is a response to the demonetization. She doesn't really care. Otherwise, she might have responded before. I think, at least. I can't see the dates, but that's the vibe I'm getting reading this. This is a bit, it doesn't feel like she's really sorry, but it's whatever.
Made a public apology to Jack on her Twitter, but everyone thought it was insincere since it was immediately posted after YouTube announced that her channel.
That's what I just said. That's what it meant. The way it was written felt like a PR move. I'm so sorry. I'm from the deepest of my sorrows. Not only Jack's films, but YouTube. I mention YouTube when the beef is really with Jack's films. That was the feel I was getting, and that was correct.
Channel was no longer monetized. Luckily, Jack and his wife weren't harmed, but unfortunately, that isn't always the case because for our next influencer, the damage was permanent. The tragic story of Inquisitor Ghost. Vincent Plici, known as Inquisitor Ghost, was a popular TikTok cosplayer, especially loved in the Call of Duty cosplay community. His username was Inquisitor3, but most people called him Inquisitor Ghost due to his infamous portrayal of the character Ghost from Call of Duty. With a following of over 100k and multiple viral videos, it seemed like Vincent was well on his way to a successful social media career. But sadly, he didn't get a chance to see that through because of three evil individuals who wanted to see his downfall. In September of 2023, screenshots began circulating around the Call of Duty community. These pictures contain private DMs between Inquisitor Ghost and his video editor AJ, who was a minor at the time. These screenshots showed conversations between Inquisitor Ghost and...
I'm just gonna do a quick check.
In them, Ghost was saying things like, I love you and I'll marry you, but these messages were taken out of context. At first glance, these messages seemed highly inappropriate to send someone that age. But there was a reason why only a few specific screenshots were being shared. It involved three people: AJ, Ghost's editor, Tito, AJ's boyfriend, and Keegan's mask, a friend who leaked the screenshots first. In Ghost's bio, he wrote, minors DNI. Do not interact, meaning he didn't want minors talking with him. When AJ first reached out, Ghost quickly shut her down. AJ lied about her age, which led to more conversations, with Ghost eventually becoming his editor. But AJ had other plans. She and her boyfriend Tito aimed to ruin Ghost's reputation by baiting him into saying inappropriate things. Once they had some incriminating screenshots, they got their friend Keegan's mask to leak them. When the screenshots were leaked, Ghost denied the allegations but stayed under the radar, barely posting on his page. And on September 27th, 2023, he would post his last TikTok ever. 2 weeks later, Inquisitor Ghost started a TikTok live stream, but instead of seeing Ghost's usual mask and outfit, all fans would see was a dark room. The chat was also completely disabled. Then, out of nowhere, things would take a heartbreaking turn. Off camera, you could see panicked voices shouting, glass breaking, and crying. Everyone knew that something devastating must have just happened. An attempt. On October 12th, 2023, Ghost's entire account was removed from the platform. News of his passing would hit headlines. AJ, Tito, and Keegan's mask were accused of causing Ghost's passing. To try and defend themselves, Tito posted videos explaining their actions, but that only managed to backfire on them as they exposed their cruel plan to the world.
Like, honestly though, why? You have nothing to gain from this. Nothing. They're just sick fucks that just seeing people getting doomed. And that is another type of evil shit. Fuck, man. I'm sorry, but that is... Yikes. Holy yikes.
Tito shared screenshots that revealed the three of them were plotting to ruin Inquisitor Ghost's life. Tito encouraged AJ to manipulate Ghost into saying things that could be incriminating. While the actual reason why is unclear, many people began to speculate that it was because of Tito's jealousy as a cosplayer. It seemed like Tito was trying to gain clout to become an influencer too. Keegan's mask, who first leaked the screenshots, later apologized in a TikTok video claiming she acted.
Wait. I acted on what I thought was true, factual information from someone I trusted. At no point I did wish harm against the Inquisitor, and what hurts me to hear the news of his passing. Okay.
Acted on what she believed was true and didn't intend to harm Ghost. All three of them have been terminated from TikTok. As for Ghost, fans created a petition to get a Call of Duty skin honoring him in the next game. And it's reported that Call of Duty agreed to release a skin in his honor. Rest in peace, and I wish his family well. The stories we've covered are a chilling reminder of the responsibility that comes with influence. My friends, consequences can last a lifetime. I know we're almost reaching 700,000 subscribers, so I promise to never take advantage of you guys.
And I promise to everyone who's watching this, we've almost reached 5 subscribers. What? I got 1 subscriber. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of that. Makes me happy, and I swear to God I will not manipulate you guys in any type of way like this. By guys, I mean the brave ones, the brave one who's subscribed to my channel. Thank you, by the way. So yeah, I think that's the end. Let me just check. So yeah, anyway, that's the end. Wait, before you go, please hit the subscribe button. That would make my day. Also, have a lovely day, evening, or afternoon, or whatever. And stay true to yourself. See you next time.